This conference will now be recorded.
In last lecture, we started with the printf function. Okay, we started with the formatted function. In that, we have seen the printf function. What is the prototype of your printf function? Can you tell me what is the prototype of printf function? What is the prototype of printf function? In printf, again others. Printf function, I am asking Bharat Kumar. No, Kone Reddy. Tell me the printf function format prototype. What is the prototype printf function? What argument? Only Anuruddha has replied. What about others? Kone Reddy again wrong. Get care, why you are writing Bharat? Get care. I am asking a format for printf function. And reply me privately. Why you are replying everyone? I already told, if I am asking any question to you, you should reply me privately. Okay, so format of your printf function is nothing but int printf. The return type of function is not the printf function is nothing but int printf in bracket constant char star format comma 3 dot dot. What is the meaning of that 3 dot dot? What is the meaning of that 3 dot dot? If I'm going to write the printf function format, so I can write like this: int printf const char star. So I'm taking str comma dot dot dot. Okay, these were the prototype. So can you tell me what is this? What is the meaning of 3 dot dot? This is called as eclipse. Ellipses. This is called as ellipses. Okay, so meaning of this is nothing but what? Means number of argument we are going to pass to this function is not fixed, and the type of that argument is also not fixed. So how will you know the type of argument? How will you know the type of argument and the number of argument? How you printf understand? Using the first argument, because currently your printf has only one argument. So using this argument, it can get the all information about your printf function, because first argument is fixed. So using this argument, your printf function will take the information about all the remaining argument. Okay, then we have started with some flag. Okay, in this we have seen some flag value like this printf. If I'm writing like this, tell me what will the output percent 3d. I'm writing like this 10. Tell me what will the output? Meaning of it is nothing but it will take a three spaces to print the value, but out of this, but it will take a 3 space to print the value. Okay, and the value will be right aligned. Okay, suppose I am writing like this. What is the meaning of this one? What will the output? Left align, and output will be what? Ten space. Correctly, I am printing like this. What will the output? No, Prasad. No. Saurabh is correct. Panu Prakash is correct. Others? But what is the meaning of this? What it will print if I am printing like this? What it will print? Just tell me what it will print if I am printing like this. I am printing 10 Koni Reddy, not 100. Correct, it will print space 10 space 10. Initially started with the space and remaining 3 character I used to print the 10. But out of this 10 will take only 2 character. So one space is remaining from the 3 character. So it will print space 10 space 10. Correct. If I am printing like this, can you tell me what it will print? What? Yes, it is going to print -100. Okay, if I am printing like this. Correct, Sanjana. It is going to print a prefix. If you are using a hatch as a flag specifier, if you are using a hatch, at that time it is going to print the prefix of your that number system. Okay. Anything is remaining to revise? Okay. Another thing is that about string. 2 areas. If I am printing like this, now what will the output? Instead of 2 areas, I am taking 10 as. What will the output? Correct. If I am printing like this, not 5, I am taking 4 only. 10.4. Correct, Sanjana. It will take only a 4 character from this your string. Okay. This no Divakar, you are wrong. It is used to use it is going to use 10 spaces. But from that 10 spaces, it is going to use a 4 character of a string. It is going to print the 4 character of the string only. Okay. This is whatever the things we are taught in the last lecture. Okay, now let us move to the next part of your printf function. Is nothing but about escape sequences. Okay, some of your this slasher character will not work for all the terminal. Example, your slash up, it will be work different for different terminal. For my terminal it will work different. Okay, so don't take tension about it, but just remember what is the general use of your sequences. This backslash sequences, just remember what is the use of your this backslash sequences, and try it every backslash sequence on your terminal. Okay, so first backslash sequence is nothing but slash n. All of you already use this backslash. All of you already used. What is use of slash n? What is use of slash n? Okay, slash one will take your cursor to the new line. It is going to print a new line. Slash n is going to print a new line. Okay, it will take your cursor to the new line. Okay, in whatever you line you are, at what point you are, doesn't matter. It will your if your control got the slash n, your cursor will go to the new line. Okay, that is the meaning of your hello world. Sorry, that is the meaning of your slash n. If I am going to print here hello world, so hello world will be printed here. Hello world will be printed here, and slash this cursor will go to the next line. Okay, suppose I am printing like this, what will happen? If I am printing like this, printf hello / world, what will the output? What will the output? What will happen here? What it is going to print? It is going to print hello world. Okay, so how it is going to print? Let's see how this hello world is going to print. Okay, this is what your question is. Okay, so what will happen? Your control will go your cursor by cursor. First your cursor is here. Initially it will print h. It is going to print h. Okay, first of all h. Sorry, it is going to print h. After that it is going to print e. Then next is l. Next is l. Next is o. Okay, now your controller got your /n. Now your controller got the /n. So this cursor will go to the next line, new line. This cursor is going to go. It will go to the new line. Okay, now WORLD. This is how it will work. Okay, because of /n, your cursor will go to the new line. This is how it is going to work. That is what use of your /n. Understood? Now next one is the /r. Next one is /r. It is nothing but it is a carriage return. Can you tell me what is meant by carriage? What is meant by carriage? What is meant by carriage? Carriage return. /r means what? Carriage return. Carriage return. What is meant by carriage? This /r is called as carriage return. So what is meant by carriage? In ls it is the /r you have introduced in ls. In project also you have used in ls project maybe. Maybe your classmate have taught this /r. What is meaning of this /r? What is the meaning of carriage? Anyone? Anyone knows the meaning of carriage? What is meant by carriage? Please respond, guys. In your ls it is completed. In ls module it is completed /r. Is it taught in the class /r? Is it taught? No. So how you completed the project? Okay, /r is nothing but it is a carriage return. So carriage means what? Carriage means the cursor. Carriage also called as a carriage is also called as a cursor. So what if your controller get the carriage? If your controller get this /r, at that time what will do? Your controller will do. Controller will go to the back start of your same line. Your cursor will shift to the start of your new start of your same line. Okay. Using /r, your cursor will shift the start of your new line, the start of your same line, not new line. Whatever point you are, suppose you are here, if you are got /r, so it will shift to the start of your new point, new line. Okay, and whatever the things are in there, in front of that, whatever the things are there, it will start overwriting it. It will start overwriting it. So can you tell me output of this one, how it is going to print? Suppose this is my starting point of my line. Suppose this is my starting point of my line. I am going to print h. E, then next is E, then next is yellow, L, then next is L, then next is O. Now I got the /r. Now I got the /r. So I will shift back to the start. I will shift back to the start. My cursor will go back to the start. Now W is there. So this H will be replaced by W. Next is O is there. So this is replaced by O. Next is R is there, so L is replaced by R. Next is L is there, so L will be replaced by L. And next is D is there, so D will be replaced by D. So it will print hello. Instead of hello world, it is going to print only world. It is going to print only world. WORLD only. What will your carriage return do? Using carriage return, you will go back to the start of your line. You will go back, your cursor will go back to the beginning of your same line. In the beginning of the same line. Okay, your cursor will go back to the beginning of the same line, and it will start overwriting the sentence. It will start overwriting. Clear with this? Everybody understood? Now next one is a tab space. Tab space is similarly nothing like your tab. Okay, your keyboard, on a keyboard your tab key. Okay, similarly if you want to print a tab space, at that time you just write /t. Okay, Bhanu Prakash, what will happen? Suppose you are writing like this /n. Okay, suppose you are in this line. Okay, suppose I am writing /n, I am printing /n /r. Okay, suppose you are printing this. So suppose start at the start, your cursor is at this point. Your cursor is at this point. So what will happen? If your control got the /n, your cursor will go to the new line. Your cursor will go to the new line. Okay, now cursor will come to the line number 2. Now your cursor is at the line number 2. Okay, so now your control will get the /r. Now your control will get the /r. So you are already at the beginning of your line. You are already at the beginning of your line. So it will not shift back. Okay, it will only look like this. Clear? Now next is a tab space. Okay, it is similar to a tab space. Okay, if you want to print a tab space in between the word, if you want to print the tab space, at that time you can write a /t. You can write a /t. So what will happen here? In this, for this, if I am writing /t, what will happen here? So it will print like this. Hello, HELLO. Now your control got the /t. So as control got the /t, it will give a tab space. This is a tab space, and after that it will print WORLD. That is what meaning of your /t. Okay. Now next one is what? Backspace. Now next one is backspace. What will backspace do? Backspace will delete the previous character before the /b. Backspace will delete. It is this /b will work like your backspace key. How your backspace key will work? Backspace key will delete. If you enter the backspace, it will delete the previous character. Correct? So what your backspace, if your controller got the /b, so it will delete the previous character. Suppose for this I will take. Now here I am writing backspace b. Okay, it is for /n. Okay, it is for /r output. This output is for /r. Then this output is for /t. Now for output for /b. Okay, so what will happen here? First of all, suppose this starting point. So first of all, H will be print, then E, L, L, O. Correct? Now your controller got the /b. Now your controller got the /b. So it will, what it will do? It will delete the previous character, and it will start printing the next character, WORLD. This is how your /b will work. Clear? This is how your /b will work. Now next is what? Next is a /v. It is nothing but it is a vertical tab. /v is nothing but it is a vertical tab. Actually, this /v is nothing but, suppose I am writing /v here. This /v is nothing but it is a combination of your /n and /t. Okay, /v is nothing but it is a combination of your /n plus /n and /t. Okay, so what will happen if your controller got the /v? If your controller got the slash v, what will happen at that time? Your controller will first print the go to the start of your new line. After going to the start of new line, it will give a backspace. It will give a tab space. Sorry, tab space. It will give a tab space. Suppose I am going to take it here. See, let's see what will happen here. W is here. Okay, I am taking this example. Suppose let's see what will happen. Suppose I am printing it using slash v. So what will happen? First h will be printed, then e, l, l, o. Now your controller got the slash v. So what will happen as your controller got the slash v? So your cursor will go to the new line. It will go to the new line because of slash n. Now it will go to the what? After going to the new line, it will give the tab space and it will print the new word WORLD. Okay, means this slash v is nothing but it is a combination of a slash n and slash t. Because of this, what will happen? Slash v, it will go to the new line and it will give the tab space in the new line, and after that it will keep printing the next word. Okay, this is what the use of your slash v. Okay, when you are going to write a paragraph, for paragraph it will generally use. If you are writing one something, any letter or something, at that time slash v is used for printing the paragraph. For the if you are going to shift to the next paragraph, at that time it will use. Understood? Slash v is nothing but combination of slash n and slash t. Now next one is a slash f. Okay, actually slash f is nothing but it is used to print a new line. Okay, it is going to use a print a multiple new line. Slash f is used to print a multiple new line. It is used to print a multiple new line. Okay, only difference between slash n and slash f is nothing but slash n is you printing only a single new line. Slash n is going to print only a single new line, but your slash f is going to print a multiple new line. That is what you use of your form form sequence. Slash up form feed. That is what you use of your form feed. Next is a slashy. Next one is a slashy. Okay, so it is opposite to your slash b. This slash is opposite to your slash b. What will happen when you are using slash b? What happen when you are using slash b? It will delete the previous word. But your slash will delete the next word. It is not going to delete the previous word. Your slash is going to delete the next word. Suppose I am using here slash here. I am using slash here. So what will happen here? H E L L O. Okay. Next word is a slash. For slash next word is a W. So it will delete W. It is going to delete W and it will take from ORLD. This is what your output will be. It will delete the next word. This slashy will delete the next word. So for slashy, this is what your slashy. For slashy, next word is nothing but W. Next character is nothing but W. So it will delete the next character and it will print the remaining character. So HELLO it will print after your controller got the slashy. Your controller will delete the next character and it will print the remaining character. So HELLO ORLD. This will be the output like this. Clear with this? Everybody understood? Understanding all this thing? Others? Now suppose in a program I want to print only slash. Now in a program if I want to print only slash, can I print? I want my slash as only output. I want to print only slash. Can I print? Anirudh, for what you want to output? Anirudh, for what you want output? Okay. I will take the same example given here. it is printing a new line. Actually, this slash will be working different for different terminal. Mine is at WSL. So for WSL, it is working differently. For WSL, it is working differently, but most of the time, your slash f is working what? Your working of slash f is nothing but it will print a few extra lines. It will print a multiple new lines. That is what use of your slash f. Okay, the only you will get the different working of your slash f for only for slash f sequence. Okay, all other will use same working, but only slash f will use different working for different terminal. That's why in start I already told this slash f is going to work differently for different terminal before starting the sequence. Okay, now what we are doing, I want to print this slash, only slash. What should I do? I want to print only slash. What should I do? I want to print only slash. Will it work? Will it work? I want to print slash. Okay, I'm going to execute this code. See, it is giving warning. It is giving error. It is giving error. Why? Because it is saying that your printf, your controller, your compiler is expecting. Okay. I'm going to execute again. See, it is giving warning. Why? Because when you are going to write a slash in your program, when you are going to write a slash in a program, your compiler will expect some sequence your character here. Your compiler will accept escape sequence character here. So here we are not writing any escape sequence character. That's why it is giving a error like this. So we have to say compiler that it is not a escape. I don't want to print a escape sequence character. I want to print a slash. So we are going to write a slash before it. We are going to write a slash before it. If you are writing a only single time, your compiler will accept expect a sequence character from it. Now it is visible. Screen is visible now. So if I am going to print like this, see, it is printing slash. It is printing the slash. Correct. Now can you tell me how will I print slash n? I want to print slash n. I want to print slash n as my output. I want to print slash n. What should I do? How will I print slash n? Correct. I have to tell your compiler that I'm not going to print your I'm not printing any SQL sequence character. I want to print your my output as slash n. So I will write like this. If I'm going to execute this, it will give output. So it is printing slash n. Correct. Now suppose I want to print again double inverted comma, single inverted comma. Will it work? I want to print only single inverted comma. Sorry, double inverted comma. Will it work? I want to print double inverted comma. Correct. I will write what? I will write a sequence. I will write a backslash there. Okay, it is printing. Now one question for you. Suppose I want to print 100% like this. On the screen, I want to print like this 100%. Can you tell me, will it work like this? If I want to print 100% like this, will it work? What should I do? Will it work? Tell me guys, what should I do so that it will print 100%? Okay, Bhanu Prakash and Koni Reddy is saying like that. I should use backslash. Okay, I will try. Okay, it will not work. I will try. I will take your thing. See, it is giving warning. It is giving warning. I'm going to compile it. It is printing only 100. It is not printing. Why it is not printing? Because now you are writing a percent. Because of this percent, what will happen? You are writing a percent. Because of this percent, what will happen? Your compiler will accept. Your compiler will accept percent d, percent f. Because this percent is used. Percent is used for what? Specifier. This percent we are using for a specifier for printing percent d, printing percent c, for writing percent c. So your compiler what will do? Your compiler is expecting that d, c, and f. Your compiler is going to accept percent d, c, percent f, percent s, like that. Your compiler is expecting like that. So we want to say that I am not going to write any percent d, percent c. I am not going to write any specifier. So because of that, I am going to add extra percentage here. I will add extra percentage here. So it will see what it is going to print. It is going to print 100%. Clear? Okay. Suppose okay, you have seen all these things. Okay, whatever the possibility are there, we have completed almost 80% of your what format string. Okay, we have completed 80% of print format string usage. Almost 80% are completed. Okay, there are many more again, but they are not that much used. Okay, we have completed 80%. So if you understand all these things, can you tell me if I want to print like this, your timer like this, count 1, then I have to print, so okay, count 9, then count 8. Okay, in the same line I have to print 8, then 7, then 6 after delay. How should I print? Can you tell me using this? All these things, can you tell me? How will you print? Anyone is there? Who can tell me like this? Answer. In project you are done. What should I write? Timer.c. Tell me what will I do? Suppose I want to print the counting from 9. So I will reinitialize the variable as int I equals to 10. Okay. So I will write while in bracket high minus minus. Correct. Now I am going to write printf count percent d. Now tell me, will it work? Tell me, will it work? Okay, I am going to one giving one hint to you. I am going to write like this. Okay, actually one function you need to write. Okay, what is use of this function? I am going to explain when we are going to learn your stdout function. Okay, actually the use of this is nothing but whatever you are going to store in a stdout buffer, it is going to throw on the screen. Okay, I am going to use this. I will explain it later. In tomorrow's lecture, I will explain this f plus function. Stdout. Okay, and another thing is nothing but I am going to write sleep. Okay, so use of this sleep function is nothing but it will give you a delay. It will give you a delay. Mean it will give a 1 second delay. Whatever the thing is that it will give 1 second delay. Means your controller will how your controller will work? Your controller will come here, then it will come here, then it will come here. So what will happen? This sleep function will keep your controller here only for 1 second. It will not directly go here. It will keep your controller for 1 second. After that, it will go here. Means it will give a delay. This function is used for giving a delay for printing. it will give you a delay. Okay, if I'm writing 1 year, so it means that it is giving a 1 second delay. It is giving you a 1 second delay. Suppose I'm going to execute this. Let's see what will happen. See, it is printing count 9, 8. So what should I do? Can you tell me what should I do now? So that it will print single time. Count 9, count 7. I don't want to print like this. I want to print count 9, sim count 8, count 7, count 6. What should I do? What should I do? I want to print count 9. Next time, after 1 second, count 8. Okay. Instead of this 9 will be removed and 8 will be there. From again, after 1 second, 8 will be removed, 7 will be there. After 7, 6 will be there. Correct. I am going to write slash r here. I am going to write slash r here. Slash r here. Sorry, not I. Slash r. So I'm going to execute it. It is printing count 9, count 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay. Like this, it is going to execute. After 10 seconds, it will end. Okay. This is how it will work. Why I am explaining this? Because you have to do some classwork. Okay. You have some classwork in it. Using this specifier, you have some classwork. It will not print anything to your screen. Okay. If you are not using a flush. Okay. If you are not using any flush, it will not print anything. Why? I will explain it tomorrow. For that, you need to understand buffer. Buffer concept you need to understand. That buffer concept I will explain tomorrow. See, I am not using a flush. So it is not printing anything. It will not print anything. It will not print anything. Okay. Why? Because for to print anything on the terminal, there are 5 conditions that should be success. That from one of the condition from this 5 condition should be there. Should be there. If you want to print something on the screen, there are 5 conditions are total. If it is not something there at that time, it will not print. So for printing, I am going to use a flush. Okay, that's why I'm saying that when you are going to see a buffer, yesterday out buffer, at that time you will see all this thing. So don't take care of it. Tomorrow, in tomorrow's lecture, I will explain what is this buffer. Vedangi, the time is in a seconds. Okay, if I'm writing 1 year, so 1 second. If I'm writing say 2 there, time will be in 2 seconds. There is another function also. Okay, there is another function also, that is okay, I will open the code. Okay, this time one is means 1 second. If I'm writing here 2, means it will give 2 second delay. If I'm writing here 2, it will give 2 second delay. If I'm writing 3, it will give 3 second delay. Okay, suppose there is one another function, that is use sleep function. This is use sleep function. Whatever you are going to write here, it will give a macro second delay. Suppose I'm writing here 3000, so it will give a 3000 macro second delay. Macro sleep will give a macro second delay. You sleep, it will give a macro second delay. So I am writing 3000 there, so it will give 3000 macro second delay. If I'm using one sleep function there, and if I'm writing 1 there, it means that it will give 1 second delay. These two these two sleep function we generally use most of the time. Okay, why I'm saying this thing? Because you have one classwork. Okay, in this classwork you need to print output like this. Okay, all of you know, when you are going to install something, some loading page will come there. Okay, in that loading page, how it is going to happen? First one dash will come here 1%, two dash will come here 2%, third dash will come here 3%, four dash will come here 4%. Means it will keep increasing like this. Okay, and your percent at the same time your percent will keep increasing. Okay, and the position of your percentage will not change, the bracket will not change, this position of your bracket will not change, this loading will not change, nothing will change. Only every time this bracket will be increased, this dash will be increased, and your percentage is going to increase when you are going to install something. So the same thing we need to print here. Okay, same thing we need to print here. Okay, I have one demo for you. I will show you that demo. See, it is how it is printing. Observe here, from this side percentage is increasing and this dash is also increasing. See here how this how you need to print. This is how you have to print. Your code should execute like this. Like once again I'm executing. See here, your percent is also increasing and your dash is also increasing. So whatever the things I told in last example, that things are necessary. That's why I'm giving that example. Sleep function is also needed. For that, sleep function is also needed. That's why I'm taken that the example, last example. That f plus also needed. So when you are going to print at that time, use f plus function. Understood this? You need to print like this. Another thing is that you need to print a bill. You need to print a bill like this. Okay, you are going to read this information from the user. Okay, when you are going to in a hotel, at that time what will happen? Suppose you have taken 3-4 items. Okay, so your bill will be like this. Okay, so first of all you will read all this information from the user. You are going to read all this information from the user, and after reading this information, you should print the bill like this on your output screen. The bill should be printed like this. Okay, this is how you are going to read the information, and in the output screen, your output on the terminal, your monitor, the output will be look like this. First you will ask, enter the number of enter the item. Okay, suppose user enter 1, sorry, user enter kurkure. So you will ask them that how many pieces you have taken. User entered 2. Then you will ask what is the cost of each piece. So cost is 5. Then you will go for the next item. Next item is the Everest paneer butter masala. Everest paneer masala. Number of pieces one taken. The cost of each is nothing but 25.50. Means you will ask an item name, then number of pieces and cost of each piece. Okay, after taking this input, you are going to print like this. Okay, you need to use format specifier. See here, it is a left align. It is a this cost is a right align. This name is a left align. So think what you need to print. This quantity is also left align. See proper spaces in between these two things. You need to do like this. Again, one important thing is that you have to write amount also. Means 2 into 5 into t equals to 10. Means this thing also you need to do. And that thing you have to print in a print in amount. 1 into 25 equals to 25. Okay, and at the in last row you have to print total also, total of all this thing. This thing you need to print this bill. That's why clear with this example what to do in classwork. Everybody clear with the classwork? Everybody is clear with the classwork? Yes, name should be left aligned. Name should be left aligned. You need to print bill like this, and you need to print this loading like this. These are the two classwork. Now next thing is that return value of one. The important thing is remaining about your printf function is nothing but return value of your printf function. Return value. So what your function is going to return? Can you tell me what is the return type of function value? What is the return type of function? Return printf function. What is the return type of printf function? The return type of printf function is nothing but it is an integer. The return type of printf function is nothing but integer. Means it is going to return some value. So your printf function is going to return a number of character printed on the screen. Your printf function is going to return a number of character printed on the screen. Suppose I am printing like this printf. Suppose I am printing like this printf. I am printing like this HELL. Okay, I am printing like HELLO. So what do you think? What it will return? Whatever this function is going to return? How many characters is print? It will print on the screen. How many characters it is going to print on the screen? Count the character. It is going to print HELLO. Total number of characters is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 characters are there. So the return type, the return value of this function is nothing but 6. Okay, I am going to take an example. Vi return print.c. Suppose I am writing like this: int ret equals to printf hello. If I am simply asking what is the output of this code, can you tell me? Suppose I am going to print like this: printf %d ret. I am just simply asking what is the output of this code. What will you tell? If I am simply asking what is the output of this code, what will you tell? Kone Reddy is correct. Others, what will the output of this code? I am asking what will be the output of this code. Can you tell me what will the output of this code? Jayant is correct. Address of hello. Abhishek, how address of hello? What is the relation of hello here? Address of hello. What I told Abhishek, what your printf function is going to return? Printf function is going to return a number of characters it is going to print on the screen. Okay, so whatever the printf function is going to return, that return value we are going to store in the ret variable. So tell me how many characters your printf function is going to return? Print. How many characters your printf function is going to print on the screen? Abhishek. How many characters it is going to store? Print. It will print 5 characters. HELLO. So 5 will be stored in ret. But before that, this printf function will be executed. This printf function will be executed. Because of that, what happen? Your printf will be, this hello will be printed on the screen. So hello and this ret is nothing but 5. So hello 5 will be output. Clear? The hello 5 will be output. Hello 5 will be output. Hello 5. Hello 5 will be output. Clear with this? Hello 5, how it is come? Clear? And printf is nothing but, just remember, printf function is going to return number of character it is going to print on the screen. That is the return value of your printf function. Okay. Now let us see some examples are there on whatever the things we have covered. Okay, tell me the output for this one. First thing, %d, %c. Everyone knows this thing. %d will print 1, 2, 3. %c will print character A. %f will print 12.345000, and %s will print hello world. Now tell me for second line, plus 05D. What is the output for this one? Plus 05D. Compare with this space 3D. Compare this thing with the space 3D. Tell me output for this one. What will the output? Okay, so your output will be, the meaning of this nothing but plus percent plus 0.5d. Okay, suppose I'm passing here 10 year, 100 year I'm passing. Okay, I'm here passing 100. So it is, the meaning of this nothing but I am going to use 5 character, but I am going to use 5 character to print the value 100. I am going to use 5 character to print the value 100. Okay, so it will print like this: 1 2 3 4 5. Out of this 5 character, it is you going to use 3 character to print the value 100, and the remaining 2 character will be filled with the plus 0, plus and 0. The remaining 2 character will be filled with the plus 0. This will be your output. Correct? Suppose if I am printing only 10 here, what will the output? I am printing 10 here only. I am going to print here only 10. So what will the output? Correct, Jay. It is going to print what? Suppose I am going to print only 10 here. So extra 0 will be added here. Extra 0 will be added. Suppose I am printing 1 year. I am going to print 1 year. So again one extra 0 will be added here. Okay. This is what your output will be. Now tell me for this one. All of you know this thing. Okay. Yes, it will give, it will print what? 12.34. Only 2 character per point 2 means what? It is going to print only 2 character. Okay, and 0.5 years means what? 0.5 years means what? It is going to print only 5 character on the string. 1 2 3 4 5. Only hello will be printed on the screen. Okay, this is what the question number 12. Now tell me for this one, what will the output? Tell me what will the output? Correct. It will print what? It will print hello world. Okay. It will print hello world. Again, what it is going to return? It is going to return one. How many characters are there? It is going to print 1 2 3 4 5 spaces 6 7 8 9 10 11. 11 characters are there. So this function is going to return 11. That 11 is going to store in ret. That 11 is going to store in a ret. Then I am going to call the function printf. The previous printf function printed %d character. So it will print what? The previous printf function printed 11 chars. Hello world. The previous function printed 11 char. This will be your output. Clear? Are you clear with this? Hello world is also going to print because this function is going to be executed first. After that, it will return the value. First of all, printf function is going to execute. So this function is going to execute what? It will give a hello world. After that, this function is going to return the value. Every function will execute first. After that, it will return the value. So first of all, this will execute. So it will print hello world. And after that, it is going to return the value 11 here, and it will be stored in ret. Okay. So another example I will use now. Can you tell me what will happen? Suppose I am writing like this. See, I will see some example is available or not. Okay, not there. So I will take by my own. Now tell me output for this one. What will be printed on your screen? Tell me exactly what will be printed on your screen. What will be printed on the screen? Tell me exactly. Null character will not consider. Null character will not consider. Okay, I'm going to change the string. Okay, I'm going to change the string here. I'm going to write emerge here. Suppose I'm writing emerge here, so that I will understand what you are writing. emertxe and /n. Now tell me the output. 5757. This hello and emerge will not print, Bhanu Prakash. Anyone else? Anyone else? I am just giving one hint. This printf is a one function. We are doing function call. We are writing like this means what we are calling the function printf. So can you tell me what will happen here? What will be the output? Anirudh. Hello emergy 585 hello 7 emergy 57 hello emergy again. Okay, I'm going to execute the code and after that I will explain how it is coming. It is printing hello, sorry, it is printing emergy hello 5 space 8. It is printing emergy /n. It was /n was there. So we next it is going to the next line hello 58. So now it is what it is happening. Let's see. Okay, I will copy this line. Okay, actually it is nothing but it is a one function call. Okay, it is nothing but it is a one function call. When you know when you're going to call the function, at that time what will happen? A stack will be created. When you're going to call the function at that time, stack will be created. So when you call the function printf, stack will be created. Everybody knows when you call the function, stack will be created. Okay, so whatever the arguments are there, they are going to push into this stack. Whatever the arguments are there we are passing here, they are going to push into the stack. Okay, 1 minute guys. Sorry, I muted. Okay, so what will happen here? When you are going to function call, at that time stack will be created. When you are going to do a function call, a stack will be created. So whatever the argument you are passing to that function call, that argument will be pushed into the stack. Whatever the argument you are passing whatever the argument you are passing to the function, that argument will be pushed into the stack. So how they are pushed? They are going to push from right to the left. First of all, rightmost argument will be pushed. Then this second rightmost. then this one means they are pushed in this order. Okay, they are going to push in this order. First this one, like in this order they are going to push. First this will send this, and last this third argument. Okay, so first this one is going to push. Clear? So first it will push here. First it will push here. So this is your first argument. Then second this will push here. This is what your second argument. And last time this will be pushed here. This is what your third argument. Okay, this will come first time. This is second time. This is third time. Okay, so it will be pushed first, then it will be pushed second, then it will be pushed third. Okay, so while pushing, can you tell what will happen here? This function will be evaluated first. This your printf function will be evaluated first. Okay, after that the return value of this function will be passed here. After that return value, after whatever the expression you are going to write, it will be evaluated first, and it will be the value will be passed here. So can you tell me, if you are going to evaluate this function, what will happen? If you are going to evaluate this function, what will happen? First of all, we are going to push this function print emergy. We are going to push it into the stack. Correct? So first of all, this will be evaluated. So as it is going to evaluate, so it is going to print emergy. It is going to print emergy. But at the same time, this function is going to replace. This function is going to return a 7 here. Sorry, 8. It is going to return a 8 slash n exe. Total 8 characters are there. It is going to print. So it will be print what? It will return a 8. Correct? So slash n is also printing. So your emerge will, your slash n, it will go to the next line. Correct? After that, what will happen here? After that, this 8 will be pushed here. This 8 will be pushed here, so 8 will come here. Now second time, we are going to push this hello, printf hello. Now second time we are going to push this printf hello. Okay, so first of all hello will be evaluated. First of all hello will be evaluated. So hello will print hello. This printf function will be evaluated, and it is going to return what? This function is going to return what value? Can you tell me what will return this value? It will return 5. Correct, it will return a 5. So now 5 will be written here. Okay, and last we are passing this %d. We are passing the address of this string. Okay, this %d. Okay, so this function will perform this operation, and it will print 5 first and 8 second. It will print 5 first and 8 second. So this is what your output is. Please mute who is there. This is how it is going to happen. So in a simple way, just remember, your printf function is going to evolve in this direction. Okay, your printf function is going to evolve in this direction, right to left, but it is going to print in a left to right direction. Okay, your printf function is going to evolve in a right to left direction, and it is going to print in a left to right direction. Okay, prints left to right, and it will evolve in a right to left direction. Evaluate right to left direction. Clear with this? Understood this thing? This percent is this is the work of your printf function. Actually, this is all this thing %d, how printf percent is going to printing. This is written inside the printf function. This thing is written inside the printf function. This % will print like this. Okay, this % will take the first value first from here. First, if you are using a first format specifier, so it will take the second argument, means the first argument we have passed after the first. Then % will take the next argument d. Okay, evaluation means what? It is going to solve that function. Evaluation means what? That function will be solved. When you are going to solve this function, that function will be evaluated, means what? That function is going to print the value emerge. Clear? Okay, don't take attention of it. Just simply remember that your printf function is going to evaluate from right to left, but it is going to print from left to right. It is going to print from the left to right. If you understand this, so I will take one example. If you remember about array, so I will take one example. Suppose it is array. Okay, it contains, suppose 3 element it contains. I am not taking that much element. I am taking only 3 element. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm first element suppose 10. Next is a next one is a 100, and next one is a 1000. Okay, suppose these are 3 element of your array ARR. Okay, suppose I am printing printf %d %d. I am doing like this, array of 0, and I am doing like this, star ARR plus plus. I am doing like this, ARR plus plus star. Now tell me what output for this question. Suppose I am printing like this, %d %d %d. If you understood these things, just tell me the output for this one. If you understand this, tell me the output for this one. Remember, while printing, we are going to print from left to right, but evaluating, we are going to evaluate from right to left. Just remember this thing. Suppose the base address, suppose I am taking 1000. Suppose I am taking 500. This address will be 504. This is 508. Okay. Sorry, it will not happen because ARR plus is not possible. Okay, just tell me about this one only. Don't tell me about this thing. Just tell me about this %d. Only about this thing. Just tell me what will happen here. I am making it more simple. Reply guys, what will the output here? See here what I have told. Printf function will evaluate right to left and it will print left to right. I am printing, Babu, I am printing just two values. %d %d. I am going to print only two values. This one value and this is second value. These two values I am going to print. Else, anyone else? Aniruddha, you are somewhat correct. Partially correct, Aniruddha, partially is correct. Others are totally wrong. Correct, Koni Reddy is correct. Koni Reddy is correct. Correct. Koni Reddy is correct. Now tell me what will ARR contain? ARR contain the address 500. Okay, this ARR contains address 500. This ARR contains address 500. So tell me what we are going to perform this operation. Okay, ARR of 0 means 10, ARR of 1 means what 100, and ARR of 2 means what 1000. Correct. Now we are going to solve the printf function. We are going to solve the printf function. So when you are going to solve the printf function, first of all you will evaluate all the expression. Okay, so first of all you will evaluate from right to left. First of all you are going to evaluate from the right to left. You are going to evaluate from the right to left. So first we will evaluate this function, evaluate this thing. Okay, star ARR plus plus, star ARR plus plus. So can you tell me what will star ARR plus will do? I am writing star ARR is nothing but 500. 500 plus plus. Means what will happen? I will go to the location 10. I will go to the location 10 and I will increase the value of year. It will become what? It will become 11. But this is a post increment operation. It is a post increment operation. Correct? It is a post increment operation. So it will return what? It is going to return the previous value. So it will return the previous value. It is going to return the previous value. It will return the previous value 10. Now I am going to evaluate this one. What will AR of 0 will you? Can you tell me what will AR of 0 will you? What is the value of AR of 0? AR of 0 is nothing but now it is a 11. So it is giving me 11. Okay. Now I am going to print the value. Now I am going to print the value. So while printing, I am going from left to right. While printing, I am going from left to right. So first of all, I will print 11. After that, I will print a 10. So output will be 11, 10. Output will be 11, 10. Only Koni Reddy given a correct answer. Clear with this? Understood how it is came? Just simply remember this. Your printf function is going to evaluate from right to left, but it is going to print normally. Whatever the things now you have done till now. Same thing it is going to print like this. Only evaluation done from right to left. Clear with this thing? Understood this point? Okay, let us go to the next function. Next part is nothing but yes printf function. Okay, next function is nothing but yes printf function. Yes printf function. Okay, actually yes printf function is similar to your printf function only. Your yes printf function is similar to your printf function. Only difference is that your yes printf function is not going to print the output on the screen. Okay, your printf function is going to print your output on the terminal on the screen, but your yes printf function is going to store output in one array. It is going to store output in one array. Okay, this is what the prototype of your yes printf function. This is what your prototype of your yes printf function. Suppose I am going to do. Okay, if you observe here, this is what your printf function is. This is what your printf function is. This is what prototype of printf function. By default, this printf function is going to print the output on the terminal. By default, your printf function is going to print the output on the terminal. But now see the syntax for your printf function. See the syntax for your printf function. Actually, your printf function is not given. Okay. Maybe his printf is not given here. But see the syntax of printf. First argument is remember const caster format 3 double dot. Okay, here it is given. Okay, here it is given. The format of s printf is also given. Correct? If you observe the format difference between s printf and printf function, you will observe that one extra thing is added. Okay, at the star constant star cast star str is added. Cast star str is added. This is added because we are going to pass the address of a string. Okay, in which string we are going to print the output, in which string we are going to write the output. Here we are not going to pass that argument because by default your printf function is going to print the output on the terminal. But in a yes printf function, what will happen? The output is not going to print on the terminal. The output will be stored in this str string. So we need to pass the base address of that your str, base address of your string. That's why we need to add one more extra argument. Whatever the remaining arguments are same, remaining all other arguments are same. Here if you observe, the all are these argument and these remaining arguments are the same. Only one extra argument is added. This argument is because of we are not going to store, we are not going to print out the output of your sprintf on the terminal. We are going to print the output of your sprintf function on the in the string. We are going to store the output of your sprintf function in the string. That's why we are going to pass the base address of your string. Okay, so we will understand this sprintf by example. You will understand sprintf by example. Okay, one example is given here. Okay, 14. I will take that example. If you observe this example, what I am doing, I have declared one string. Okay, actually this is not example. Okay, observe here, this is one example I have taken. Okay, so in this example what will happen, if you are passing this printf function, what will a printf, suppose simply I am taking printf function, I am taking printf function. So for printf function, this argument is not needed, first argument is not needed. So what will happen if you are using simply printf function, what will happen here? Can you tell me what will happen here? If I am not using a printf, I am just using printf function, what will happen here? What will be printed on your string, on your screen? What will be printed on your screen? This num1 value, ch, num2, string, all this thing will be printed on the screen. All this thing will be printed on the screen like this. Let's see, I am going to execute this. I am going to execute this gcc. See, it is printing like this, it is printing like this, it is printing like this, correct? Now what I am doing, I am not using printf function. Okay, I want to store the output of this printf, whatever the output your printf is going to print, that output I want to store in one string. So I am going to use printf function. Okay, so for this printf function, I need to pass one array, in which array we are going to store that output. So I am going to store that output in a string2 array. Okay, I am going to pass that output, store that output in a string2 array. So I am going to pass string2 here. Okay, as a first argument for string function. Yes, printf function, string2. Now what will happen? Can you tell me what will happen? Can you tell me what will happen? Whatever the output is that, now it is not going to print on the terminal. Whatever the output is that, now it is not going to print on the terminal. All the output will be stored in a string2. All the output will be stored in a string2. If I am going to execute, see, nothing will be printed on the screen. Nothing is going to print on the screen. I am going to execute this code. Nothing is going to print on the screen. Nothing is printed. Nothing is printed. If you want to print that output, what will you do? You will print the string. You are going to print the string. Okay, now I am going to print the string2. Now I am going to print the string2. So now it is going to execute. Let's see. So it is printing 123a 12.34500 sprint. Okay, whatever you are stored in the string2, it is going to print. Clear? Understood? Only difference between printf and printf is nothing but that printf is going to directly print on the screen, but printf is going to store the output in the string. Here printf is going to store the output in the string. Instead of printing on the terminal, it will store the output in the one string. Okay, if you want to print that output, you need to print the string. This is an array. This is one array. But actually, what will happen? What will happen? Your printf, what will your printf do? Do you know? What will, when you are going to printing anything on the terminal? When you are going to printing anything on the terminal, printf field function read the value from the memory. Suppose you are going to print a integer. Suppose you are going to print a, suppose I'm taking, you are reading, you are going to print a float value. You are going to print a float value from the memory. Okay, suppose you are going to print a float %f. %f you are going to print. Suppose this is one example I'm taking, %f. Okay, and the f from the f variable. Okay, suppose this f contains this a float f equals to 1.2345. Okay, actually what will %f will do? It is going to print on the terminal, but actually your terminal is what? It is a character device. It is going to read every output by character. So we can't print the integer value there, we can't print the float value there. So what it will do? Your printf for function, your printf function what will do? Your printf function read the value of f, using as a float value. We are passing %f. So what will printf function will do? Printf function read the value of f from your memory using a real value by using your IEEE format. Okay, so after that what your printf function will do? Your printf function will convert that real value into the string. It will convert it into the string. It will be converted into the string. It will be converted into 1.2345. It will be converted into string, and after that it is going to print on your terminal. After that it is going to print on the terminal. Because your terminal is a character device, it will understand only character by character. It is going to print only by character. We can't directly print a float value. We can't print any value directly. If you are printing any value other than character or a string, at that time it will be converted into the string. After that it is going to print on the screen. Clear with this? Understood what is happening in printf function? Printf function is not going to directly print the float value. What your printf function is going to do? Printf function is going to read the value of f. Printf function will read the value of f from your memory using %f. So printf function will follow IEEE format. Using IEEE format, it is going to read the value. So it will read the float value. It will read the float value, but float value we cannot directly print on the screen. So this function will convert this float value into the string. Okay, so this 1.2345 will be converted into a string, and that string will be converted on your printer on your monitor. As your monitor is a CAR device, it will understand only character. That's why it is going to convert it into the string. Clear with this? That's why for storing output we require a string. For storing output we require a string. Okay, by default /0 will be came there. We are whatever the output is, that it is nothing but it is a one string. If you are storing all this thing, by default we are storing /0 at the end. Understood what your how your printf function is working? Any doubt about printf function? Anything you didn't about printf function? This is all thing about your printf function. Again, one thing is there, your yesterday out there. Okay, at that time, that is the what your last printf function, last point of your printf function. Till now, whatever we are coding a printf function, everybody understood? Now in tomorrow's lecture, we will start a scanf function. How actually your scanf function is. Okay, and in tomorrow's lecture, we will start with the buffer. Okay, because for understanding the scanf function, you need to understand a standard input buffer. So because of that, I will explain a standard input buffer also there. So from tomorrow also, we will start the buffer topic. Okay, in that topic, we are going to see the scanf function. If you don't understand the buffer, then you will not understand the scanf function. How actually your scanf function is going to work. Okay, so this is what about today's lecture. End out in today's lecture.